Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my friends, whenever you are watching this video. Welcome back to Math Time with me, Miss X. I am so excited to have you all here again. Let's begin by looking at our objective. Okay, remember our objective is always broken up into three separate parts so we know exactly how we're going to do something, what it is that we need to understand about it, and lastly, why it's important or why we're doing it. You may read with me or in your head as I read out loud to you. I can use greater than, less than, and equal to compare two three-digit numbers. For example, 234 versus 243. In order to notice how a digit is affected by its place value. For example, the 3 in 321 represents 300, whereas the 3 in 231 represents 30. I know that sounds like a lot, so let's go ahead and jump straight into the teacher model so that we know exactly what we're going to be doing and how we can apply our objective.
All right, friends and families, welcome to the teacher model. For the teacher model today, I have the place value chart once again in front of us. We are going to be using place value discs again in this lesson. However, it is not the focus. We are going to be using the alligator teeth or the greater than, less than, equal sign to compare two three-digit numbers, just like we talked about in our objective earlier. Now we're going to use place value discs to show 74 on our place value chart. So in order to show 74, we know that we're going to show 7 tens. And we're also going to set that up in our 10 frame or using our 5 groups. Alrighty, there we have 74. Which disc did we use from greatest to least? Yep, we used tens and ones. Now, we're going to add one disc so that the number becomes 174. What did we add? Great, we added 100. Now, I have a question for you guys. Which number is bigger or which number is greater? 74 or 174? So let's go ahead and move that really quickly. Is 74 or 174 greater? 174 is greater than 74. Great. Let's go back. To our place value chart. Now we're going to erase and we're going to show the number 105. So we're going to change our disc to show 100 number 5. And we're also going to set that up in our 5 groups or in our 10 frame. Which disc did we use from greatest to least? From greatest to least, we used hundreds and ones. Now I'm going to make the number 135. Which number is less? 105 or 135? So which number is less? And I want you to say it as a sentence. Great. 105 is less than 135. How can you tell? Talk to a friend or family member about that. How can you tell 105 is less than 135? Okay, my friends, welcome back. I know some of you probably had a really good discussion or a very great talk. 105 is less than 135 because 105 has fewer tens. 135 has 3 tens, whereas 105 has 0 tens or no tens. Another way that we can explain it is also that 105 has 10 tens, whereas 135 has 13 tens. And I'm going to box this in just to show the 100. Sometimes we switch out the units to see things a little bit more clearly. So they both have 100 in them, but 105 only has 10 tens, whereas 135 has 13 tens. There's 10 in there, 11, 12, 13. Great. Next, we're going to show 257. And I'm going to do that with my 5 groups or using my 10 frame because it makes it easier to see. Okay, now we're going to change it to show 250. Which number is greater, 257 or 250? Let's go ahead and write that down. Which number is greater, 257 or 250? Say it as a sentence. 257 is greater than 250. How do you know? Because we took away, let's show that again, because we took away the ones to get to, so this is 257. We took away the ones, and 257 got smaller. There are less. So, definitely 257 is greater than 250. Now that we've had a chance to use place value discs, we're going to try it without the place value disc this time, okay? We are going to be comparing 55 versus 50. So we're going to be comparing 55 and 50 to see which number is greater or bigger. Alrighty, let's write 55 in standard form or number form, which is just 55. That's standard form. Now write 50 in unit form. That's 5 tens. Great. We're now going to draw a symbol to compare the numbers. Which number is bigger, 55 or 5 tens? Great job. 55 is greater. Now we're going to say this as a number sentence. 55 is greater than 5 tens. Good. We're going to erase. Moving on. 273 compared to 203. We're going to write 273 in unit form using only tens and ones. So 27 tens and 3 ones. We're going to compare that with 203. We're going to write 203 in expanded form. That's 200 plus 3. Great. Now we're going to draw a symbol to compare the numbers and then read the number sentence. So is 27 ones and 3 ones greater, or is 200 plus 3 greater? Great. 27 tens and 3 ones is greater than 200 plus 3. Moving on. 406 compared to 436. We're going to write 406 in word form. 406. Now we're going to show 436 in expanded form. Great, now we're going to draw a symbol and read the number sentence. 406 is less than 400 plus 30 plus 6. Great, moving on. Moving on. 920 compared to 880. We're going to write 920 in standard form, which is just the normal number form. Wonderful. Now we're going to compare that to 880. We're going to write 880 in unit form, naming only tens and ones. So the number 880, if we're only using tens and ones, would be 88 tens. Wonderful. Let's draw a symbol and read the number sentence. 920 is greater than 88 tens. Good. 920 is greater than 88 tenths. Now we're going to add 4 tens. Oh, I ran out of a bit of space. I'm going to add 4 tens after the 88 tenths. I want you to solve by yourself first, and then we will solve together. Change the symbol if you need to. When you are done, hold on to your answer and then see if it matches mine. All right, my friends, welcome back. So, on the right side here, our unit is tens. So our unit is tens. So what I did was I did 88 plus 4. So 88 plus 4 gives me 92. And we can show that. So we can just break up that and then make 88 and 2 to 90. We have a 2 left over there, so 90 plus 2 equals 92. That gives me 92 tens because that's our unit. So now this has changed to 92 tens. So this is 92 tens now. Once we added the 4 tens, it became 92 tens. Now, I want you to tell a friend or a family member, so pause here, tell a friend or a family member about what is going to happen to the symbol before we come back and talk about it as a team. Alrighty, my friends, welcome back. Our sign is going to change to an equal sign. 920 is equal to 92 tens. One way that we can confirm that. So I'm going to erase this. One way we can confirm that is by changing our unit of 88 tens to 880, because we know that 88 tens equals 880. And so we can go 880, 890, 900, 910, and then 920. Hooray! So, just like earlier, we figured out that 88 tens plus 4 tens is 92 tens. And then, just to double check that 92 tens was the same thing as 920, we converted 88 tens to 880, or we changed it back to a normal number. Then we counted on from 880 by tens. 880, 890, 900, 910, 920. So, 920 is the same thing as 92 tens. 92 tens, therefore, is equal to 920, which was what was on the other side. Wonderful job, my friends. Let's go ahead and move to what we need to talk about in order to do well on the independent practice.
Okay, my friends, as you get ready to move into independent practice and your exit ticket, please go ahead and keep these 3 things in mind. Number 1, read the instructions first before you try to start doing your work. Number 2, pay attention to when you are using greater than, less than, and equal. Lastly, pay attention to when you are circling less than, equal to, or greater than. It's really important you keep these 3 things in mind, and I cannot tell you enough how important it is to read the instructions first. All right, my friends, don't forget to click the link in the description box below. It will take you to the worksheet. You do not have to worry about printing it. Just write down the problems on a separate piece of paper and solve it on your own the best that you can. I look forward to seeing you all next time. Good luck.